This video will explain some of the basics of the free microblog called Twitter, as well as show a few examples of Twitter accounts set up for use in the classroom. This is a Twitter blog set up for an Introduction to Literature class at Columbia College, Chicago. The instructor who set up the account created each post. The post size are limited to 140 characters, including spaces, which comes out to about 2 sentences per post. There are 2 ways to post entries on your Twitter account. The first is the same as you would with a traditional blog, that is directly from your computer. When you do that, the entry that you post will say it's from web. The second way is from your cell phone as a text message that you send to Twitter. When you do that, your entry will be listed as being from text. This entry, for example, you can see was sent while the user was in the subway station, and this is one of the advantages of Twitter posts from a cell phone. You're able to post about what's happening at the moment that it's happening. There are 2 views to a Twitter account. One is the public view that shows what the owner of the Twitter account has written themselves and posted on their blog. The other is the view that the owner of the Twitter account sees, which includes the posts of all the other Twitter accounts that this Twitter account owner follows. So for example, on this page you can see that the Lit Class Twitter account is also following Seeley 2008 and Poetry, 2 other Twitter pages. So whenever Seeley 2008 posts to their site, it will also pop up on this page owned by Lit Class. Let's look at another class Twitter page in order to see how you can use Twitter in the classroom. We're looking at a site created by the Seeley 2008 class. This is the Summer Intensive English Language Program at Columbia College. This site was set up by the instructor, and the posts were typed in by the instructor. Also, the instructor had every student create their own Twitter account, and the Seeley 2008 site followed all of the students. The students were also instructed to follow the Seeley 2008 site and to follow each other. What this means is every time a student created a post, every classmate was able to read that post on their own Twitter account, and that also showed up here on the 2008 site. In turn, every post that the teacher made on this site showed up on all the students' sites. If we look at the home page for Seeley 2008, we can see the posts of all the students that Seeley 2008 was following. For example, here we have a post from the student June, where he said that Annie and Dayun left too much while we were doing dry runs for the interview. Then, a little bit later, we have another student saying, I have no idea what a dry run is. And then an answer to that is, a dry run is a rehearsal. Everyone did a dry run of their podcasts. And finally, that same student creates a post correcting the teacher's spelling for rehearsal by saying, moreover, I think rehearsal is correct as a spell. It is not rehearsal. In this way, the class page becomes a way for students to communicate with each other, answer each other's questions, and even correct the teacher when the teacher is wrong. This is one way you can use Twitter as a communication tool for your class.